So this is the module on, excuse me, scoring. Or after you've scored, now you're going to make a report. And I've already made the last three. The initial report making, I don't have. And this is it. So to make a report, instead of review data from database, you go to compile report from local archive. And you pick out the one that you just scored, like whichever one, say this one, double click, or single click and hit next, and then choose the report to make. A sample report is what we always do. Even for split nights, we don't use any of this stuff. I really don't like them. They don't work out well. And same thing with the CPAP report. I don't like those. Any PAP thing where we need pressures and events, we always use the bi-level layout. And I'll actually show you how to do these things with a real patient. So what you do, once again, compile from local archive. Let's pick out a split, just because you can actually. And then we're going to, actually, you know what? Before we do the split, we have to do this one thing. Review data from database. Splits, you actually have to move the lights on and the lights off to accommodate where you put the CPAP on and off. It is not a nice thing to do. Like I said, this system wasn't written by programmers who did not listen to or were not allowed to listen to the sleep people. It sucks, but such is life with this program. I'm doing some walkarounds on my own, and they will make our lives better, and when I do them, I will let you know. But for now, so just build up the study like we normally do, and all we need to do is find lights on and lights off. As I may or may not have mentioned, one of the nice things about not scoring beyond lights on and lights off is that you get all the sleep stages here, and this first part where it's not scored as any discernible sleep, it will be this C1. So where would you go there? We would get this and go on forward, and that should have been lights out. Well, let's just make sure that it is. Another way to find lights out is to look on it here. And this will be in order, epic order. Oops, where is it? Where is it? La la la. Oh, you know what? We moved it. You didn't know we moved it because I got rid of that video. Anyway, it's like a time travel movie. I did stuff that we didn't even know what happened. Anyway, lights out is really here on the first epic that was scored as anything. So right now it's in the middle of the study. Well, you know, let's just go there. For a split night study, you are going to want to have the lights out at the beginning of the PAP treatment, and lights on, obviously 993 is there at the end of the study where it should be. That means that lights off has been moved further up here. This is too small a window. I'm going to make it bigger. And you know, I'm going to put it in epic. No, I think I just saw it. There it is. Lights out. So let's get rid of this now. So you will notice that lights out. First, let's get to the PAP from baseline. That will show you the PAP pressures down here, the EPAP and the IPAP. So what somebody did, me, was move this around. How do you do that? Let's say it's at the beginning. What you do is you find out where this interface is, what happens to be 340. If you were to go back to here and kind of guesstimate where the PAP line is, you would go there and just pick review. Where are we? 338. We're pretty close. Look down here. It's zeros. Oh, there it is. 4. That is the epic where we started PAP. So to move lights out. So let's say we've already done the diagnostic portion. We had the lights out at the real lights out at the beginning of the study, and then we had lights on move to here at the end of the diagnostic portion, and we made a report. Now we're going to do the therapeutic portion by putting lights on back at the back of the study where it belongs, and we're going to move the lights out part to the beginning of where the PAP was applied, which is here. How do we do that? We drag this little triangle. Not required to drag the little triangle, but you can, because it looks like it starts right there on that line. And now we pull up our little window here and say lights out, and ta-da, it's there. Get rid of that, and we can drag this around if it's in precisely placed, but I never like to have any PAP at all. I mean, I like to have only PAP within this report, no zeros, because it'll report like half a second of zero, and it's just annoying. I'm just compulsive that way. Anyway, now we have this lights out, and then if we go to 993, 993, that's where our lights on, you'll remember. And so now we're ready to make the therapeutic portion of the report. How do we do this? Well, this is the way we make all reports. Normally the lights on will be at the beginning, the lights out will be at the end, and we'll just make the report the same way. This illustrates how to delineate a split night study. The report making is exactly the same, so this is how to make all kinds of reports. It just happens to be the therapeutic portion of this PAP study. So go to tasks, compile report from local archive, always hit save, checked. Now then, you pick out the study you want to report on. This will say, hey, this has changed. Yes, we want to do it. So always choose sample report. To begin with, this gives all the statistics that we need, total sleep time, and then later on, we'll make this bi-level report to make the get the PAP chart. So here we go, and double click on it, and now 8 minutes later, well, now I'm going to pause it now, and the videos that I do have are from here on out. I've skipped ahead for you so you don't have to suffer through this intolerable waste of programming. 8 minutes to build a report is just the silliest thing. I'm so very disappointed in their software engineering, or at least the person who directed this. It was a poor product, but I'm a snob, whatever. It's a poor product. Anyway, so I think everything else should flow. If I skipped over everything because I did so many takes, it's possible, but unlikely. If I did, or if you just have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. Text or call me for urgent things, or write me for less urgent. Hope this all has helped. Not that this is the last one. Anyway, cheers. Bye-bye.